You ready? Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Doors open. On today's show, we'll be covering a variety of topics, including was I yesterday? Plus, some updates on all the ongoing playthroughs. We have a schedule update based on the Xbox partner preview that actually happened this morning, which we'll be covering in summary, because in reality, it was a huge flop and no one liked it. But also, supposedly yesterday, when I was not streaming, Review Tech USA had a ginormous 8-hour meltdown. People saying it was likely one of his, if not his worst stream he's ever done. I don't know because I didn't watch it, but people sent me some clips overnight that we're going to take a look at today for the first time and see for ourselves. Plus, there's a variety of news. There's Halloween stuff going on. We got a lot of stuff that we can cover. So let's see where the morning takes us on today's episode, return episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Okay, everybody, welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, the 17th of October, 2024. I'm DSP, also known as the King. And this is the Level 1 Podcast. I hope that you're all ready to chill and have a good time with me this morning. So let's talk a little bit about a few quick housekeeping things before we get to today's big topics, okay? Number one, yesterday I was not here, at least for this first stream. I did do a stream last night of WWE Champions, and it went very well. We had good attendance, good support, multi-polls, and everyone had a great time, right? And I'm happy for that, so thanks to everyone who attended that. But I didn't have an early stream yesterday, and of course, speculation, everyone trying to figure out what it is. In truth, you'll never know what it is because it was personal, right? And as a content creator, I have the ability to change my schedule on the fly when I need to, and I don't have to tell you why, you know? And, I understand that there's people who are disappointed if there's a stream that maybe originally was scheduled was going to go down, and then I change it midweek or something like that. I had actually told you guys days ago that we were not streaming yesterday. But of course, you get the usual nut jobs who want to try to make stuff up, and it is what it is. You're never going to be able to stop those conspiracy theorist, tinfoil hat wearing weirdos. I didn't even listen to any of their nonsense. I really didn't. Like, I know that they made videos about it. I don't care. It's all speculation. They know nothing. And in truth, if I did have anything to share with you that it was important or you needed to know, I would. I tell you. But it's not. It literally has nothing to do with the audience. It's personal stuff behind the scenes that has nothing to do with the streams. So I hope that you understand, and thank you for those who did. So no podcast yesterday and no daytime stream, but I'm back today with a full day of streaming. Now I have two other quick things to talk about. Number one is in regards to tomorrow. This is very fun and special. All month long, people have been asking me, Phil, when are you going to do something with Kino Casino again? We loved when you appeared on their show twice in August. We loved the chain together gameplay co-op that you did with them. But then they went on break and they came back, and you haven't done anything officially with them. Now, in reality, there's been maybe like 3 streams where I actually went over there when they were streaming at night and I chatted with them in their chat. But no, I haven't formally appeared. We haven't done anything together. Officially, tomorrow, the 18th of October, instead of doing a late night stream like I usually would, I'm appearing on Kino Casino for a special Halloween crossover event. Okay? They've been doing Kinoeen all month long. Every single show, they're dressed up in costume and everything. Well, I'm going to join the antics and the festivities tomorrow. All right? So, if you guys want to see a nice crossover with them, tune into their show tomorrow night. That's Kino Casino Gaming on Kick. Is how you can watch their show. And I believe they're going to start around their usual time. But I'm going to join them between 6:30 to 7 p.m. Pacific time. And I'll probably join them for about 3 hours. There's a variety of topics that are going to be covered, including but not limited to, watching clips and reacting to them, which is one of the things that people really liked me doing on their show during my first appearance back in August, because I am kind of ignorant to this kind of stuff on the internet. I'm not in the sector, as they say. So because of that, I'm not aware of half these people that they're talking about or any of the stuff that they cover. So it's kind of fun to see me be kind of the straight man reacting to it, right? But also, we're going to be watching, get this, my top 10 most racist remarks countdown from 2010. 14 years ago, I was so popular on YouTube and Blip and everywhere else, I was actually able to make a racist moments countdown, and no one cared. People thought it was absolutely hilarious. It got tons of views and attention, and no one canceled me or hated on me for doing it. Well, guess what? 14 years later, things have changed, right? Now, culture is different. The internet's very different. You can't even make generalized jokes about race or anything like that. So you don't do this kind of content anymore, right? You just don't. But back then, the internet was a very different place. And so we're going to be watching that on Kick because it's actually allowed on Kick now. FYI, I have talked to them and warned them because I kind of like skipped through it. And I was like, oh, there might actually be some things in that countdown that even today people consider too hot for Kick. I'm serious. Like, there actually might be stuff in there. So Andy's going to go through it and make sure that they don't get in trouble, because it's going to be on their stream, not mine. I don't want them to get in trouble for this countdown. Like, right now, if I were to play this countdown, the thing would get fucking shut down. I'm serious. So I certainly hope that they do actually skim it to make sure it's okay for Kick. I don't know. I guess we'll see, but it's going to be fun. In addition, they had also talked about perhaps watching back my old Project 7 show in a watch-along. Project 7 was this episodic web series that I did back in 2011 and 2012. It only aired 4 episodes. It was supposed to be like 10 or 12, and it only got 4 made. But it's infamously bad, but it was bad on purpose. Like, we actually made it bad on purpose. We knew it wasn't like great acting and stuff like that. But to this day, it's so cringeworthy. It's very fun to watch back and react to. We may do that, but we may cover other topics. I know that they wanted to cover Ethan Ralph to some extent. We may cover Review Tech, but it's going to be 3+ hours of very fun content with us doing this nice crossover event tomorrow. So I hope that you will join us tomorrow night on Kino Casino for a nice special appearance. My first one, again, on their show since late August when they went on break. Okay? That's tomorrow night. Now, I have one other announcement to make. Okay? One other announcement. And then we're going to get into regular stuff. In fact, I have a shout out to do, and I've been waiting to do it. It's a tip, and I'm going to do it. But I wanted to cover these 3 things first, okay? This is an important one, all right? So, guys, here's the deal. As you know, since I got my resurgence in August, a lot more people like me now and are checking out my content and supporting it, which I very much appreciate. I mean, it's been such a positive thing. Look, goals hit 22 straight streams where we've been crushing support goals and continuing. And by the way, remember, if we hit 25, so that includes this stream, tonight's stream, and then tomorrow's daytime stream. If we hit 25 tomorrow, right after that stream ends, I'll be ordering and doing a live DSP Tries It on the Chicken Big Mac from McDonald's, which is brand new here in the United States. Apparently, it's been worldwide in other places, but it's not here. Well, now it is for a limited time. So we're going to be doing that DSP Tries It tomorrow, okay? So let's keep it going. Let's keep the support rolling. Let's get some subs on Kick. Let's get some super chats and some tips and some memberships over on YouTube here as I co-stream. Let's get the support rolling, and I swear I'm going to shout that out in a second. But I have an important announcement to make. Ever since my resurgence, right, I did a series of interviews that I feel were all pretty interesting for different reasons. You know, the Keemstar interview, no one expected to go well, and it was probably internet breaking in some ways, how well it went. Then we had the interview with Stuttering Craig, which I completely destroyed the fucking guy, and he embarrassed himself publicly, which is exactly what I thought he was going to do, but it is what it is. Then we had the interview with June the King after my documentary had come out, and then we had an interview with someone called Tolomeo, who is a streamer who I used to have interactions with many years ago. Now, all that happened, and then it's been like about a month almost, and I haven't had an interview, all right? And you may be wondering why. And I've told you some of the reasons why. But in a nutshell, I'm just going to be as transparent as possible, okay? the people who would be interested, or you would be interested in seeing me interview, okay? For example, let's talk about like Boogie and stuff like that. These people are not people who, I hate to say it, are very professional. Like Boogie, I'm not even kidding you. Boogie still hasn't accepted my Discord friend request. He wants to do this interview. He tells everyone on his own show he's coming on my show to do the interview. He's still not accepted my Discord request. So there's no way we could ever do an interview. You get it? So here's the thing. These people, I've been, working on trying to get certain people on the show that I thought would be interesting or based off of drama purposes and things like that. And I'm going to be very honest and transparent with you guys right now. I'm fucking tired of it at this point. Like, talking with these people behind the scenes every night, trying to get their attention. One day they're interested, the next day they're not. And, or they're interested, but then they just don't respond for 2 weeks. And it's like, listen, I have a lot of stuff that I can do on my show. I can do game news. I could talk about topics of games that I'm playing. We could be talking about my detractors or review tech. I could be watching and reacting to other content. There's lots of things to do on the Level 1 podcast outside of getting people on here for interviews, all right? And in truth, I've enjoyed doing a lot of this new content. I feel like the podcast has a new life to it because we're doing all this different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see the point in me constantly going out of my way, trying to contact all these people, and then they just fucking are so flaky, right? They really are. Like, there's one person who I really wanted to interview, but at this point, this person is just so ignorant to how the internet works that they actually believe everything my detractors have actually said about me. So there's no point in me trying to win this person over because they're just going to keep watching more detractor content and then making other excuses to why not to do the interview. So I'm done trying, right? Boogie, I've been trying to get Boogie on the show since the moment Keemstar was on the show. And he says he wants to do it. He swears he wants to do it. Then I don't hear from him for days. Then all of a sudden he wants to do it again. Then I don't hear from him for days. Then he wants to do it during my night stream the day before without me even having announced he's coming on yet because he didn't confirm. He's still not adding me to Discord. At this point, I don't care. Really, and I'm just being, again, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just being transparent. I'm at my wit's end, and I just don't care about this shit anymore. Like, I shouldn't have to every night before I go to bed sit around DMing 20 people. Hey, are you still interested? Hey, this, that. I don't care, to be honest. I'm just being very, I'd rather have fun. Like, at night, before I go to sleep, I should be able to watch a couple funny clips, maybe watch a movie, because people have been saying, did you watch any horror movies this month? One. I watched one at the very beginning of October because I'm working every fucking night after I'm offline. I'm still working, trying to get people on the show. And I realized, like, I don't know why I'm doing that. Like, why am I working my ass off when there's no guarantee of any kind of payoff for these fucking people even coming on the show, right? Listen, personally, I think that if Boogie came on this show, it would be entertaining. That's my take. A lot of people disagree with me because a lot of people hate this guy, right? And I get it, but I still feel like if I managed to get him on the show, it would be entertaining. But at this point, I just don't care. And it's not just him. There's other people as well who I've been talking with for weeks. And it's just like, I just don't care anymore. I'll tell you this. There's two people who I'm interested in still having on the show. One of which you know, Wings of Redemption. I would love to have him on the show when he's ready. He just had surgery. He's going to be in recovery. When he's up to it and feeling better, and he wants to do the show, I have an open door policy that he can come on the show. All right. And I know that he'll actually, like, hopefully contact me and get into, and we'll talk about it. All right. And there's one other person who I've been in the talks with for many months, actually, about the potential of appearing on my show. And I would like to have him on too when he's ready. But outside of that, I just don't care. Literally, I don't give a fuck. Especially when you got morons like Review Tech who are like, I'm going to leak Phil's DMs. Go ahead. I didn't do anything wrong in any of these DMs. These are DMs trying to get people's attention to get them to be on the show, who I think would be interesting. There's nothing I'm hiding in these DMs. It's not like I put horrible things in these fucking DMs to the people. These people are unhinged. I'm going to leak Phil's DMs for attention because I don't have content. Good for you. Did it work? Has it really been your big break yet? That you leaked DSP's DMs to you trying to get an interview? you're a moron. So that's the truth, is that I just don't care anymore. All right? I don't care about Rich. I don't care about Jay. I don't care about Boogie. I don't care about the other 7, 8 people who have been trying to like get on the show. If they were interested, they would have come on by now. And at this point, I'm just tired of spending time on this shit. So I'm done with the interviews, except Wings of Redemption when he's ready, and or this other person who I've been in the talks with. But at this point, I just don't care anymore. I'm bored. I don't want to spend time every night trying to reach out to people and talk to people and say, hey, will you come on the show? And then I get ghosted for like a week. And then they come back, oh yeah, I'm interested. And then they ghost me for another week. Like, well, then I don't care about you. You're boring. Really, like I'm trying to get interest, but I give up. I'd much rather have a show where we can have content where we laugh and we enjoy each other's company and we talk, rather than every night I have to fucking bust my ass trying to get people to be on this fucking show. I don't care. This wasn't, the whole idea was it was supposed to be DSP Asks It. Remember, this was a show I was going to do on my React channel a year and a half, 2 years ago. And it was going to be an interview series. And I really enjoyed doing it. Like, I wanted to do it. And I couldn't do it because of the bullshit side scroller stuff. So now that panned out and passed away. No, it passed by, I guess I should say. It kind of died out. No one cares about the side scroller shit anymore after I fucking felt and cranked the shit. So now it's like, okay, do people actually want to do it or not? I guess not. So I don't care. All right. The king has much better fucking things to do with his time than wasting time talking with these people every night and then getting nothing out of it because they're just fucking unprofessional bores, quite frankly. All right. So that's that. You don't need to ask me about who's coming on the show as a guest. I'll let you know if and when there is one. For now, I'm just tired of it. I don't want to keep saying we're going to do this, we're going to do this. You know me, I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. Imagine if I had promised you guys that Boogie was going to be on this show this week and how many people would have been disappointed. I'm glad I never did. You know, and that's what I mean. Like, I have better things to do with my time. I literally have like 10 tabs open on my browser right now of potential things to do on the show today. I don't need these people for interviews. Okay? So, there you go. I'm done with that nonsense. Now, in the meantime, if you guys are interested in being on the show, like, for example, if there is someone out there who's interested, you feel free to reach out to me. But I'm done actively going after people to be on the show. At this point, I just don't care. I don't need these people, you know? But I'll be honest with you guys. When Keemstar was on the show, he said a few things. Like, for example, he says, I hope that you can keep the momentum going. I hope you don't blow it. And interesting interviews right off the bat would be Review Tech and Stuttering Craig. Stuttering Craig, I did right away. Review Tech is never going to happen. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to take the advice from someone on the internet who knows what he's doing and gets attention for his content. And I was like, I'm going to try. I tried my best, all right? But if these fucking bums are going to be just unprofessional bums and can't be fucking talked to, then I don't give a fuck. I have more things to do with my time than them, than waste it I'm done wasting time on them every night. Like, seriously, I want to be able to start, like, enjoying October. It's October 17th, and I've watched one horror movie. That's crazy. I want to start watching horror content. I want to start talking about it on my streams. I want to start relaxing some more. And God forbid, I need the relaxation. In my personal life, I got a lot of stress and shit going on. I need to be having relaxing time, not fucking, hey, let's talk about these fucking idiots for an hour or two every night to try to get them to come on my show. I don't care anymore. All right? I just don't give a fuck. Right? Okay. So, done with the nonsense. And I'm putting my foot down on that, so stop asking, too. I mean it like, is this person going to come on? Is that person going to come on? No, they're not. They're not coming on. There you go. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, the few quick things, let's do some shout-outs. We got a tip here to start the day off. It is a $10 tip. All right. Person says, I received my Philomania mug and shirt today. They are great quality. We have a great stream from Perry the White. Oh, it's Perry the White. Oh, really? He says, I ordered the wrong size shirt. I emailed the company. They actually switched it out for me with no stress. It was good customer service. Oh, wow. That's cool. I didn't know that had happened, and I'm actually appreciative to hear that. Because I want to know, you know, how good of a company they are, and if they did that for you, that's really nice, Perry. So first of all, thank you for the first tip of the day. And also, just so you guys know, admittedly, I have been dragging my feet when it comes to the merch. Like, I'm trying to show off the merch every day. DarksidePhil.shop is the website that you can buy merch if you're interested. Two-sided mugs that are of great quality. I can attest. Great shirts, great stuff. And I've already talked to them about getting long sleeve stuff, like maybe getting a hoodie or a sweatshirt or something. As it is now getting further into fall, and I'd like to wear that for you guys on stream to show you that kind of product as well. But admittedly, I have not really been talking about it or doing much with it because, as you know, this week we started the dual streaming, and that really took up kind of all of my focus and energy and time. And so, just so you know, the merch is still available. The merch is there, and apparently the quality is great for people who are getting the merch now. They're saying that the quality of it is very good. Here, I'll show you again. We'll do a little quick plug segment because I haven't done one of these in so long now, right? So, here's darksidefilled.shop. You can get the Philomania t-shirts. You can get Philomania hoodies, sweatshirts. Of course, the classic DSPGaming established in 2008 shirt. Me as Dan from Street Fighter. You got the baseball style tee right there. A two-sided tee, which is pretty neat. Hoodies, Wow Dude merch, some tote bags, some mugs. The mugs are great. The mugs are legit good, like really good quality. So there you go. Free shipping if you spend $40 or more. Ships worldwide. All right, so I hope you'll give it a look if you haven't yet. My bad that I have not mentioned it recently because I've been so busy with the dual streaming between YouTube and Kick that I just, honestly, it's just slipped my mind and I didn't even think about it, and that's on me. So, thanks, Perry. Thank you for buying something. Thanks for the feedback. And I hope that you guys enjoy the merch. And we'll continue to partake in it. I just want to warn everyone. It seems like it takes about 2 to 3 weeks. I think it's like around 2 weeks to get the merch. So FYI, from the moment you order it to when you're going to receive it is around 2 weeks. Just so you know, it's not a quick thing. It's not in stock and ships instantly. They have to custom make it and everything. So this is a made by order product. Don't order it and expect it to be there tomorrow. If you want it as like some people might want to buy something as a gag gift for Christmas or something, you got to get it early. You can't buy it the week before Christmas. You're not going to get it. You know what I mean? All right. And then I received a $1 tip from someone whose name is so disgusting, I'm not going to read it, and they think they knew that too. But thanks for the $1 tip. Okay, so we got some tips coming in. Guys, we are currently at streak number 22. 22 straight streams of crushing the support goals, which is absolutely amazing. And I really, really appreciate that. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the content these last couple of weeks. Let's keep it going. Let's hit 23 this morning. Let's hit 23 before the podcast even ends. All right? That way, as we roll into Dragon Ball, we don't have any kind of, worrying about it ending. And by the way, tonight, tomorrow, and then the daytime stream tomorrow, and we've hit the 25 streak, which means I will order the Chicken Big Mac and do the live DSP Tries It at the end of tomorrow's day stream, which will be the conclusion of Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Okay? I'm very excited for that. All right. I got another tip before we get to the schedule and everything. I received a $1.14 tip. They said, I got a shirt. The largest one is fitting. It's a little tight, but other than that, it's awesome. So when you say largest, was it double XL, I think they ordered there? Right? Anyway. Okay. He says, looking forward to more merch. All right, sounds good. Okay. All right. What I want to briefly do is cover the schedule. We have a schedule update as regard of the Xbox, as a result of the Xbox partner preview. Excuse me. I said as regard. I meant to say as a result. So we've been talking about what's going to be next because I'm finishing up Silent Hill 2 tonight, and I'm finishing up Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster tomorrow. Well, I'm going to be continuing on with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, at least until you guys seem to get bored and don't care about it anymore. All right? So we'll see there, but outside of that, what else is in the regular schedule? Well, WWE Champions, and I definitely want to get Street Fighter 6 back in the schedule. I haven't played it for weeks and weeks now, and I'm not even doing fighting games this week now as a result of all this other stuff going on. So, what's next? Well, the next big games are on the 25th of October, which is a week from tomorrow. And it's going to be the Shadow the Hedgehog X Sonic Generations game plus Call of Duty Black Ops 17 or whatever, which one it is. I don't even know. What is it? Black Ops like 5 or something? Is it Black Ops 6? I actually don't even know what it is. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so those are the next major releases. Once those come out, I'm going to be heavily playing those, plus juggling probably Dragon Ball if I'm still playing it. And then my Halloween marathon's on the 31st, and then there's more games coming out in early November, all right? But what about between now and then? Because if I'm beating Silent Hill 2 and Dead Rising in the next couple of days, well, what other content am I putting out? Well, guess what? They announced today on the Xbox Partner Preview that Alan Wake 2's The Lake House DLC is coming out on October 22nd. So if you do the math, today, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, the conclusion of Silent Hill 2 Remake. Tomorrow, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster concludes, and that's it, because tomorrow night, I'm going to be on the Kino Casino show, right? I'm not streaming on Saturday. It's my day off. Sunday, when I come back, it'll be Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and WWE Champions, okay? Monday will be React Day, okay? So, Monday, it's going to be the DSP versus the Internet show, and then it's going to be the DSP throwback retro react to Silent Hill 1. Well, guess what Tuesday is? The 22nd. Yeah. So on Tuesday the 22nd, I'm going to start with the Alan Wake's Lake House DLC. And then that night, probably we'll do fighting games. Finally, we'll bring fighting games back to the rotation. So it'll probably be some Street Fighter 6. And then probably that Wednesday, maybe we'll either do more Alan Wake or we'll do more Dragon Ball. And then we'll probably do WWE Champions that Wednesday, you see. So, and then Thursday we'll do whatever. And then Friday is the new releases. So there you go. That's the schedule. We don't need another horror game. We don't need anything else in there because we're going to have the Alan Wake 2 Lake House DLC for like 2 streams probably. I'm assuming it's not super long because the last DLC also wasn't very long. It was only 1 stream. I bet this one will be probably like 1 or 2. So there you go. That's the schedule, and it gets us right to the new games on Friday. We're going to be good. We're going to be covered. We're going to have enough stuff for the week. So I'm down for that. I'm excited, and I hope that fits right into horror-themed month because it's a horror DLC. So I hope that sounds good to you, and there you go. And then we're good till the end of the month. We're booked. So that's what I mean. Do I really need interviews? No, I don't. I've got content, man. I'm good. I get booked, overbooked with shit. I'm backlogged on shit. So there you go. Okay. I received a $1 tip from Nipple Liquid 12. Oh. Oh. The look of disgust. Oh. Come on, man. Nipple Liquid 12? That's something that you got to send review tech, not me, man. I don't want Nipple Liquid on my streams, but he probably has it constantly. I got another $1.25 tip. It's a troll. So he could go fuck yourself. Okay. I'm not even going to count that one because you're a troll. Jim did a $2 super chat saying Boogie added me on Discord. That's fascinating. I don't care. Thanks for the super chat. I guess you weren't listening to anything I just said on the show, huh? I really guess you weren't listening to anything I just said on the show about interviews and guests. I said, there's 2 people I'd like to have on as a guest. One is Wings of Redemption, and the other is a person who I've been working with for actually a few months, and I'm still interested in that. Just haven't had it happen yet. Outside of that, I really don't give a fuck. So I'm not wasting time on this shit anymore. Okay. Cool. So really fast, what I want to show you guys is this Xbox partner preview that happened this morning because it was funny. I forgot it even was going down, right? I really did. I had no recollection this thing was even happening. And then I went through like this summary of the Xbox partner preview, and it's like, so Alan Wake 2 The Lake House, Chronos The New Dawn, which I guess is supposed to be a new horror game, Blind Fire, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which we already know about. I think they moved the release date. It's now coming out the 21st of February. Mouse PI for Hire, which is like a Mickey Mouse kind of hybrid cartoon FPS game. Subnautica 2, Animal Well, Eden Zero, Eternal Strands, Mistfall Hunter, Wheel World, Phasmophobia coming to Xbox console, Legend of Babu, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, and FBC Firebreak. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think there's a single game on there that's interesting to me outside of Like a Dragon, because, you know, I like a Dragon, but we already knew about that. Chronos may be interesting. But outside of that, the rest of this is the most nothing burger meh. So if you guys are interested in seeing me watch or react to some of the trailers from this stuff, you can let me know, and perhaps we'll do it on the show in the next few days. Or if you are a member over on DSP Reacts and you wanted to submit one of the trailers for these games for my React show coming up on Monday, that also would be good. But honestly, most people who've seen this were like, this was the biggest waste of a half an hour, that there was really no reason to even have this partner showcase. They could have literally just released their individual trailers. No one needed to watch this. So I'm glad I didn't waste time on it, like live reacting to it. But I'd be interested in, if you guys, people are saying Chronos looks really good. So maybe I'll react to the Chronos trailer at some point. But at this point, I'm glad I didn't watch it. It seems like it was just very underwhelming. And I'll be honest, that's kind of, sadly, what all of these Xbox showcases are now. They're just incredibly underwhelming. They're not interesting. The games that these studios are making, sadly, are just not, they're not putting butts in seats, as they say. So I don't know what Xbox is doing, honestly. I'm a little, not really nervous, but disappointed. I would like Xbox to succeed, but I can't make them make good games. And it just seems to me like they're just not making good games, right? It's pretty sad. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for us to do our Review Tech USA segment, okay? Based on what I was told yesterday and some clips that were sent to me, I promise you, besides one, I've seen one of these clips, okay? One. I have not seen all of these clips. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through these clips, and we're going to see exactly what they are, all right? But, yeah, this is going to be, I guess, interesting, maybe. I don't know. What's up, Jasper? Jasper Kitty. He's in here. Give you some pets. You like how cool the house is today? The weather here has cooled down dramatically. The weather here now outside is only in the 50s, which is great. And it is kind of on and off sunny, but I have right now the blinds are cracked open, and we got lots of air. I got the fan blowing. It is so nice in here for fall streaming. So I'm very happy we finally got to that point where it's nice and cool and relaxing, and I should be good now for the rest of the whole season. It's going to be nice and comfy in here. No more hot, disgusting, sweaty days where, you know, I'm freaking sweating it out. So that is great. Okay. All right, so guys, let's get some support rolling. We got over 300 viewers on YouTube and climbing, and 41 likes. Let's get that to 100 likes. We're so close to 50. We can get that to 100 with over 300 viewers. Please click the like button on YouTube for engagement. Let's get some support. We only have one super chat for $2. Let's get some super chats and some memberships. I see a lot of gray names in the YouTube chat, people who would really appreciate a gifted membership right now. So please consider becoming a member or gifting some memberships. All right? Tips, thank you so much, Perry, for the first big tip. But let's get some tips rolling. And, of course, we got no contributions on the Kick side. Let's get some subs over there on Kick this morning. All right? All right. Here we go, guys. So, yesterday, I was not streaming. Yesterday, I had personal stuff to do early on in the day. And I get people contacting me, like multiple people. And they're like, are you aware that Review Tech USA is having an actual, like, live mental breakdown on a stream? Like, people are like, this is the biggest disaster stream of all time. He's literally breaking down about every little thing, and he doesn't even know how to run his stream anymore and all of this. And I'm like, I'm not aware, you know, but if you guys want to send me some clips or whatever. So if someone tweeted this to me, right? Someone tweets this to me. I gotta, let's watch it together. I've seen this one. This one I admit I've seen. All right. So let's see what this one is together here. I think you'll get a kick out of this one. So, by the way, you'll notice something in this man's hands, okay? That's the Krabby Patty Burger from Wendy's. You might say, wait a minute. I thought that you said he already tried the Krabby Patty Burger. My bad. I guess I got it wrong. I guess he had been talking about the Krabby Patty Burger, but he hadn't actually eaten it yet. So he finally ate it live on stream yesterday. Why? Literally because I said I was going to try it, and then I didn't try it. Instead, I did a giant meal. Oh, I got DMs open here? Oh, who cares? Sorry. Who cares? There's nothing there. My DMs are so tame. So people who leak DMs are so dumb. Like, there's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, there's no secret information in my DMs. Everyone who leaks my DMs, it's the dumbest thing possible. There's literally nothing ever there. Ever. I don't have super secret private info in my DMs. There never has been. So there's nothing there at all. It's not a big deal that was a bit. Thanks for telling me, but there's nothing there. I'm not afraid of these fucking DMs being leaked. People could literally leak every DM I've ever done on Twitter, and it would not be anything against me. They're just friendly conversations or trying to get people to do an interview. It's no big deal. Anyway. Yeah, I know. I didn't even notice it was there because the clip there was of RTU was so distracting. So anyway. So, in regards to this, the reason he's trying the Krabby Patty Burger is because he's so fucking obsessed with me that he can't stop talking about the fact that I didn't try the Krabby Patty meal. But even though I did the entire Wendy's Addams Family meal, right? It doesn't matter to him. So he's got to try it, right? He's egged on by his viewers. He's got to try it, all right? Here is Review Tech USA trying the Krabby Patty meal. Are you ready for this?
It has the fuck, I can't even, the bun's disintegrating. Here it is. It's a fucking burger.
Oh shit. Breastfeed it. So, you might be wondering what's going on there. Right? What is happening? That's his actual stream. I did not create the echo. I did not fuck up. That's his stream. That's the quality of the content that he puts out now. That's literally his stream, dude. I'm not even kidding. He turns on his stream. His insane, crazy, reverbing echo on his stream. And he's supposed to be a guy who reviews tech. He knows what he's doing. He's a professional who's been doing this. He's a 1 million sub YouTuber. And he's fucking got insane blasting echo on his stream during the big Krabby Patty taste test. Right? Like, this is the big thing that he's doing. And this is what he fucking is doing. Like, unreal, dude. So, all right, here we go.
Okay. Here we go. Very exciting.
It's fucking cyber rich. Like, it's robo rich. Holy shit, robo rich, bro. What music? Is that Skyrim music he's playing? It sounds like he's playing Skyrim music.
It's like a fucking burger with Thousand Island dressing on it. Very.
Yes, we know. Like, everyone knew this for the longest time. Everyone fucking knew that that's what the burger was. So why are you trying it? Like, why are you eating this on your stream? It doesn't, like, what is going on here right now? Like, I don't understand. Okay, let's continue.
Wow. Amazing. That's all it is. What? $2,000 for that? I mean, it's fine.
You heard what he said, right? I just gotta say that. $2,000 for that. It's fine. Okay? I want you to think about what he just said. $2,000 for that, and it's fine. So he's referencing me again. All right? He's referencing the fact that last week I had this goal down there of, what was it, 15 streams, 13 streams? I don't even remember. I think it was 13 streams. And if we hit the goal of 13 streams, I was going to try the Krabby Patty meal. It didn't work out because they couldn't deliver it, so I did the Addams Family meal instead. He literally says $2,000 for that, all right? Now, I'm sorry. I'm going to go full screen for this. Because really, like, you have to explain this like to a small child for people like him and my detractors to understand it, okay? All right. Allow me to explain, all right? Rich, people did not pay me $2,000 to eat the Krabby Patty meal. You understand that? You don't, obviously, but I need to spell it out for you. There was literally no one who said, Phil, here is $2,000. Please eat the Krabby Patty meal. That never happened. What happened was 13 straight streams where I hit my support goals because my viewers like me. Do you get it? They like the content. They enjoy what I put out every single day. They like everything I'm doing, okay? Therefore, they support it. As a celebratory event, I said, hey, if we hit it at the end of the week, I'll do this DSP Tries It. We'll bring back DSP Tries It. It actually didn't matter what I ate. I could have eaten a Snickers bar. I could have eaten a piece of pizza. I could have eaten a ham sandwich. It wouldn't have mattered what I ate. It was just the fact that I was bringing back DSP Tries It as a celebration to my content because I hadn't done one since like January or February. But it's a moot point that you say, someone paid him $2,000 to eat the Krabby Patty. No, that never happened. People supported me for a week in a large way because they liked the content I was putting out. They liked the fact that I was putting in effort and they liked me, so they supported me. It wasn't because I was going to do a stunt to earn it. They just like me. And then as a reward for that, I said, let's do something that's special for it. This guy in his head actually has it wired to think that the only reason anyone supported me was because I said I was going to eat a Krabby Patty meal. This guy is fucking insane. He's nuts. All right? And that's the same thing with Doody streams, with all my detractors who say that. They're insane. I would have hit that goal anyway, even if I wasn't eating the Krabby Patty or anything. You understand? People just like the content and they want it to continue. And they're liking this momentum. They're liking the positivity. Why do you think people are here watching right now? Why do you think people are supporting the stream right now? This is why. Because they like me. Get it? But apparently people don't understand that because what it is they don't want to believe that. They don't actually want to believe that people like me and my content, even though they do. So they have to cope. Well, they only supported Phil because they wanted to see him eat that Krabby Patty. And then he didn't do it. He scammed his viewers. No one cares. The fact that he has to actually try it himself to understand. I don't get it. Why would people have paid $2,000 for Phil to try this meal? That's not why they supported me at all. That's not even close to the reason why. Because you don't understand that, Rich. Because the only way you get contributions is by pulling stunts, right? By taking your shirt off, by doing cucumber goals and shit like that. That's how you make your living now. I don't have to do that. Did you even notice that in the last month, we integrated out all of the tiered reward goals because they're stupid? Me putting on gunner glasses. I'll put them on if I need them, but I don't put them on every stream. Me putting on a hat or a vest. I think it would be fun to do that every once in a while, but you notice how it's been phased out and no one's complaining, yet we're still hitting the goals every single day. But that was the detractor shtick. That was their reasoning. The only reason Phil ever gets support is because he's a clown and he's dressing up on stream and people like to see him as a clown. Then why do I have 22 straight streams of hitting my goals? Not doing it. But you notice I didn't announce it. You notice I didn't talk about it. It just happened naturally because that's how things are supposed to happen. Not naturally. Or not staged, not pre-planned, but naturally. And these things organically and naturally have happened around here. Do you understand? So this is just hilarious to me. Their reasoning falls apart when you analyze it. No one supported me to see me put on a hat, put on a vest, put on the glasses, eat the Krabby Patty. They supported me because they like my content. First and foremost, they like my content. Then they support it. And we do silly things as a way of saying thank you because I feel like being nice or being silly because we're having a good time together. Maybe that's something he doesn't understand because he literally never has a good time when he's on stream because he's a miserable wretch. That's why he has to sit there getting high and doing these things to even cope enough to go on stream and make money. I don't have to force myself to get on stream. I love this. I legit love this. You understand? Like, I'm having a great time every day we're here. That's why this doesn't have to be a stunt or a stupid shit. It's just fun. He apparently doesn't understand what fun is anymore. He lost the script somewhere. Being a content creator. That's fucking sad, right? Anyway, I received a $5 tip. I want to shout this out before I get too far ahead of myself. It's just an anonymous $5 tip. Thank you so very much. All right. Thank you so much, whoever that was. I don't know, but we're up to 20 bucks in support so far. Thank you all so very much. No, I see Casanova, I know, but, you know, here's the thing. A lot of people beat up on Rich and say stuff about him, like being a dad and stuff. I don't want to do that because here's the thing. He has embarrassed himself enough publicly with his own actions, and sadly, the repercussions of his actions will affect his family, but that's kind of below the belt hitting, in my opinion. I don't want to talk about his family and stuff. That's kind of, to me, like, I feel like that is too much. I do. Now, other people will disagree. They talk about his shit all the time because he brings it up. But, like, I feel like that's hitting below the belt, and I don't want to go there. There's enough here to be like, dude, constantly you're embarrassing yourself and stuff. I don't need to also bring that other stuff up, too. Do you understand? Like, we don't. I don't want to. I don't want to go that low. So I'm not going to bring up his family members and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. I think that's it in this clip. I have a few more, but let's just confirm.
I know why there's echo. I'll fix it right now.
Oh, he knows why there's echo. I mean, he did the whole Krabby Patty part with insane over-the-top echo, you know, deafening his entire fucking audience. But now he's going to fix it now that the segment's over.
What the hell? Echo is gone. Echo is gone. I know.
All right, so I guess that's it for that clip. All right, so now these clips coming up, I haven't seen it all. All right, but someone sent these to me and says you should check these out on your stream. He has a mental breakdown and goes off on DSP after reacting to Phil speaking on how much RTU wanted to appear on LolCal Live. Wait, oh, come on. Dude. I told you I didn't see the clip. He's got no fucking shirt on again, dude. Dude, he's got no shirt on again. A fucking again? It's such an embarrassment, man. It's just... I don't want to watch a clip with a grossly obese man with no fucking shirt on. Like, okay, and here's the difference, because some people have said this recently, and I want to bring this up. Some people are like, well, if you're cool with Ashton and Andy from Kino Casino, haven't you been watching Kino Casino this month? And haven't you seen that Ashton has costumes that kind of are exposing his body? Yeah, because they're costumes. Do you understand? Like, that's part of the campy part of, like, Halloween, is that you wear a costume that makes you look kind of silly. That's the point. You have to understand, they're doing that because it's Halloween. This is a normal day for Rich. This is a normal day for Rich. This is not Halloween costume, Rich. I'm shirtless. This is, I'm just shirtless every fucking day. Like, thank you, Suffa Horse, who gifted a sub over on Kick to get some momentum and support over on Kick this morning. I appreciate that, Suffa Horse. Thank you so much. And let's get you on the leaderboard. You're actually the first sub gifter over there. Okay. All right. So let's watch the clip because I haven't seen it.
It's that simple. That was my point.
I'm not, by the way, I'm not going to make it full screen because I don't want to see this any bigger at all. So I'm just going to leave it small like this. Sorry if you guys wanted it full screen. I don't want to vomit this morning.
Hundreds of thousands. Yeah, Phil. I wanted 2.5 million.
To appear on LolCal Live. I'm not kidding you. He actually thinks he should be getting paid.
All right, so again, another lie. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 100,000 was a crock of shit. Pedophile, drinking weed seltzer. How many lies were here? Did someone count them?
What is he talking about? I don't even know what he's talking about. Thousands
thousands
of dollars to appear on that show. Keep in mind, I was offered $50,000 to be the show, part of the show. He wants $100,000 just to appear on the show, and he's being serious.
That's not true either. They wanted me to be on the show as a co-host, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, give me 100,000, and I'll think about it. The stream is there too. The stream is there. Fill your.
So wait, he just said I didn't want $100,000 to be on the show, and then he said they offered me $100,000 to be on the show. He literally just said that in this clip. I don't have to do any work. Guys, I don't have to do any work ever again. All we have to do is just play Review Tech every day. Oh, they're open again? It's the same ones. It's the same DMs. It's this. Funny, people are like, your DMs are open again. It's the same fucking DMs. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. I can't believe this. I literally don't ever have to make content ever again. Right? Like, ever. All you have to do is play these clips, and it's the same. It's just, I did not want 100,000. That's a lie. How many lies are in this clip? All that it was that I was offered co-host, and I said I wanted $100,000. Okay, let's continue.
You flat out lied to me that you were so butter you think when people lie about you and they're not, and you're actually here putting out lies because you're angry.
What are you talking about? You just confirmed what I said. He just confirmed what I said. Now he's saying I lied about it. Okay, Rich.
That's why people hate you, Phil, and want to see your downfall. Because
no, Rich, no one in their right mind hates me. No one who is an intelligent human wants to see my downfall. It's just a group of unhinged cultist detractors who have circle jerked themselves for a decade. Now they've been exposed to their own lies, and they're like, shit, I can't have a fucking moment of self-realization to realize I've been wrong all this time and we hated Phil for no reason. So they have to continue the narrative. Your allies are the equivalent of Duty Streams, Super Crazy. These are your allies in this. Mentally challenged, unhinged, stunted people. These are not normal people. What are you talking about? Like, he actually believes, he literally believes there's a ginormous crowd of people who hate Darkside Phil. There is not. It's the same circle jerking detractors and their little groups of idiots who fucking are like a cult. That's it. He just doesn't get it anymore. Like I said, he's totally lost his narrative. He actually has become this echo chamber of the same thing reverberating. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he talks to Duty. We found out he talks to Duty and all of this. These are the people he's surrounding himself with. I mean, if this is really the life he wants to live for the rest of his life, I mean, I guess more power to him. You can't make someone change for the better. They have to want to change, right? Like, all you can do is kind of show them for who they are and hope that they understand that this is the road they're going down and things are falling apart. You know what I'm saying? But this is just, it's sick. He actually thinks there's like 1 million people on the planet that hate me. That's not true at all. Like I said, when that documentary came out about me, all right, that was supposed to be the end of me, correct? Was it the end of me? No. In fact, it brought more positive. How is it that a negative documentary about Darkside Phil made more people like me? I want you to think about that. Because all it did, it exposed the fact that a decade of hate thrown against me by my detractors was unwarranted. That, yeah, I'm not perfect, and I have flaws, and people like to laugh at my flaws. I admit I'm flawed, and I like to laugh at my own flaws too, right? I'm not a perfect individual. I'm a moron. But there's no reason to hate me at all. You know what I'm saying? So his narrative is so broken. He can't even maintain an intelligent train of thought. Phil, these are all lies. By the way, I'll confirm in the same sentence that the lie is actually a truth because I said that I wanted $100,000, which you were saying I didn't, but I just admitted that I did, right? And by the way, other people in chat are also telling me that it's lies because he was never offered co-host and stuff, is what I'm being told. Like, this is all bullshit that he's making up in his own mind. I actually was offered co-host. You know, it was supposed to be me and Wings and Boogie. He was never offered co-host, supposedly. But, you know, let's talk about Phil lying when I haven't lied, right? Okay.
Because you're an insufferable, narcissistic, delusional piece of shit that looks in the mirror and sees something totally different than everyone else is seeing. You are a garbage human being. And all these morals, and I won't work with people, you prove those were lies too. Because
what are you talking about? What does he mean? What is he talking about? Who did I say I would not work with, right? And I'm working with right now. Am I on Lolcow Live right now? Am I doing a big co-op with Keemstar? What the fuck is he talking about? Right? I mean, and again, the funniest part about all of it is everything that he says can literally be turned back against him. Right? Every single word out of his mouth can instantly be turned back against him. All the years where he criticized people for being lolcows, but he's the lolcow. He's literally saying this with his shirt off. Rich, once the clown makeup goes on, you can never take it off. You understand? You're done. You are cooked forever, Rich. You don't have your shirt on. No one even wants to watch you anymore unless you're doing some kind of an unhinged rant or a stunt. Get it? All day I'm playing games, hanging out with my audience. I'm having a good time. Every once in a while, we have a drama segment on the show. You are the drama segment. You get it? You are the joke. Not me. You.
soon as you thought you could get relevancy from somebody, even with the receipts of the horrible things they did, you didn't care because you thought it could help you.
Huh? I don't even know what that means. If you could clarify that, I have no clue how to respond to that because I don't know what he's referencing to. But again, this guy has all these narratives in his head that are all broken, unhinged, THC-fueled narratives, right? So it's funny how the tables have turned because he used to do this to me all the time, right? And in some extent, I would say he probably was right sometimes because the way I used to respond to like detractors and everything, I used to always be upset and shit. You know what I mean? But now we watch this and it's like, dude, nothing that I have said or done, nothing that I have, I'm doing now is anything close to the shit that you're doing every time you turn on your fucking stream, man. You're sitting there with your shirt off, echoing fucking, eating the Krabby Patty, all the shit that I'm the lolcow, right? I'm the one to make fun of because I put on a vest and glasses and I want to eat food on the stream. You're doing it. You're the one doing it, not me. None of your fucking criticisms are valid at all because they're all applying to you, not me. You say that I lied and then you confirm that what I said was true in the same sentence. Oh my goodness. So there's another clip. I haven't seen this one either. He crashes out at Keemstar and Boogie for no reason and has a mental breakdown once again. All right. And by the way, it's funny because people say, don't you know that Review Tech get more views than you? Do you know why Review Tech gets more views than me? And by the way, here we go again. Do you know why Review Tech gets more views than me? Because of the drama. That's why. Because he fucking sits there doing these dramatic things over and over. He fucking takes his shirt off. He goes on unhinged rants. So then his viewership skyrockets, right? That's what people are there to watch. They're not there to enjoy Rich. They like his company. They like his content, right? It's insane. He has 542 viewers. How many of those are people there to enjoy his content, right? You guys are here because you like me. You're hanging out with me, you know? They're there to just dump on his ass. I mean, his super chats that come in are so fucking mean. When they pop up on the screen and shit, it's like, oh my God, that's terrible, right? Like the shit that people are saying about this guy. And that's bad. Like, I'm not reveling in that. I'm not happy for that. Like I said, I legit actually want this guy to turn around for the better and succeed. I really want him to. I want him to, but he can't. He fails nonstop because he never changes. It's the same shit, this endless cycle, right? So I don't even know what this one is. I haven't seen this at all.
Here and fucking start fire.
Oh wait, he has a shirt on. I can go full screen on this one because he has a shirt on.
Go ahead and use it for clips. I don't give a shit. But fuck you.
Huh?
Really
Can
not
I
really
pause?
that much
I can pause this with spacebar. Okay. Let's see here.
of a difference besides the amount of electrolytes in the prime drink, and that's the part that seems to be getting them into a little bit of trouble. The fact that a prime drink is being included in these meal kits,
And yeah, hey Boogie, since we're all putting it out there, I may have put weight back on, but I'm still nowhere big as.
What the fuck is he saying? Good job. Very good. Oh, by the way, the Roman Victor did a $2 super chat. I think you should watch RTU daily like he does to you. But the thing is, you have to understand something, Roman Victor. I have content to make. Like, after this podcast ends, I'm going to play a fun game. And we're going to have a good time playing Dragon Ball. Tonight, we're going to finish Silent Hill 2. I make meaningful content that people will come back to after the fact. I just don't make scratchable content that you watch today once, you never watch again because it's not pertinent, because it's just bullshit trauma. You see, I actually make stuff that gets residual views and that people come back to. He does not. So if I just sat here watching Review Tech every day, I'd be reliant on Review Tech to make content today to get people to watch. I don't need to do that. I'm better than that. You understand? It's all right to have it as a segment on the podcast every once in a while, but I totally don't need to do this every single stream, right? Let's see here. Eternal Napalm, thank you for 38 months as a member. Why does Rich have a poultry fetish? Super creepy. I don't know what the origins of his memes are. I don't want to know what the origin. Okay?
As I was before. You are as fat as you were before, basically, with your fucking gastric bypass surgery. You were also one of the ones putting out all those fucking lies about me. You helped him because you cucked for Keemstar, and Daddy Keemstar said, say this shit about Rich. Yes, Daddy Keem. Fuck you, you even fatter failure fuck.
So he's insulting Boogie for being fat, but he's fat. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. He's basically calling him fat. Like, dude, you are also fat, right? You are also that size. So where is the insult here? I'm lost, right?
Held that in for a long time, too. I can't stand your ass either.
that are specifically being targeted to school-age kids isn't really sitting right with some people. A sports medicine doctor who is very well known online called Logan out on this, and he said, sodium getting rebranded as electrolytes will be taught in marketing textbooks one day.
What am I eating? Ass. Salmon salad.
Well, good for him for eating a salmon salad. That's what the kind of shit he should be eating all the time, you know?
Go have your 20-year-old girlfriend do a fucking OnlyFans to stay afloat. But lie about me because you don't have a spine to stand up to Keemstar. I don't know it's exactly what happened. I'll at least admit to say that and won't just put out speculation as facts like you fucking failure clowns. But I guarantee you that's what it was. Say this about Rich. Okay, Keem, as long as I keep getting paid because I'm a fucking cuck loser.
He was in the middle of watching this video, and he went on this giant explosive rant about Boogie, I guess. Is that what this is? Oh, okay. The thing is, I'm out of the loop on all of this. I don't know why. At all. I don't know why. Like, he has beef with the guys from Lolcow Live. I know that he hates Keemstar, and Keemstar hates him. That much I know. They've had feuds back and forth for many, many years. So that part I understand. But I don't know about his spats with Lolcow Live, right? And all of that. I don't know. Spawn Killer, thanks for a $2 super chat. It's like calling someone with glasses 4 eyes. Right, he wears glasses, but he'd be insulting someone who wears glasses. It's the same. You can't call Boogie fat when you're fat. But he does. And again, that's the point I was making earlier. He's sitting there saying all these things about me, but literally everything he's saying applies only to him. Right? So your insults have no weight when the insults apply to you, Rich. And that's the thing. Like, every word you're saying is applying to you. Get it?
Day. To which Logan responded and said, crazy how even a sports medicine doctor.
Yeah, and how do you even... And the day... You know what's funny? Holy shit. That whole stream pontificating about how I'm a bad dad with the fat fucking thong wearer, 8-Bit Eric was on there, was 24 hours before he did the crypto scam and then hid behind his cancer diagnosis. I needed the money for my cancer diagnosis. And even if it was all staged, you would stage something shady and shitty like that to get a rise out of your audience?
So this is just, you know what this is? This is horrible people saying things about other horrible people in a circle, right? Like, that's all this is. This is just, oh, so you did this bad thing. Oh, yeah, well, you did this bad thing. Oh, yeah, well, you did this bad thing. Now, they may be true or they may not be true, but it's just an endless cycle of these people trying to, this is how they make their content, correct? Like, the worst thing that I did was I played WWE Champions and I lied about it while I was spending money on it. And I guess as of late, the worst thing that I possibly did was, instead of getting the Krabby Patty meal, right? Because it was, you know, not delivery, and I wanted to have something delivered right away for my stream so we wouldn't have a half an hour or more break for me to go get food. Instead, I did the Addams Family meal, right? So I swapped one meal for another. So I want you to think about this. This guy's accused of being an absolute horrible dad and a deadbeat dad and a bad father. This guy is accused of doing a crypto scam and lying about cancer. This guy played a mobile game and didn't eat the Krabby Patty. Wait, what? But again, he wants to group me in like I'm worse than them. It's like, what? That's why it doesn't make sense. This is what Rich now, here again, well, we got to say it. Rich is living in an alternate reality. He still thinks that this is like, you know, 2021. He still thinks that all of my trolls are riding high. He still thinks that the documentary didn't happen and the internet didn't forgive me for all that dumb shit. To him, none of that happened. You know when he's living? May 1st, 2016. Review Tech USA, Rich. How do you say his last name? Masucci? He lives eternally on May 1st, 2016. Because, ladies and gentlemen, May 1st, 2016 was the best day of Review Tech USA's life. It really was. Because it was the worst day of my life. So it was the best day of his life. Do you understand? Just because I had my accident on that day and I was a public embarrassment, Rich lived high. He's like, I will forever be better than Phil because I didn't have an incident like Phil. But what's happened is literally every day this man has lived after my incident, life has gotten worse for him. He's become a worse person. And it's just been this downward spiral. Do you see? He has to put my face and May 1st, 2016 on his monitors because that's the only thing in his life that makes him feel like he's better than someone else. In reality, Rich, I'm much better than you. I don't have any skeletons in this closet that are going to jump out and expose me for horrible things that I have done because I haven't. I haven't done anything horrible. You understand? I don't act like a clown on my stream for public attention. I know how to work my mic. I don't have terrible echo. I don't weigh 1,000,000 pounds. I don't have family members who I can be accused of being a bad dad and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any of that stuff. You do. So the one thing you have on me is one moment in time on May 1st, 2016. And for some reason, you've turned this into a decade-long campaign that I'm better than Phil. You're not better than me. Rich, you are beneath me. You are far beneath me. And this is not me making a king moniker joke here. I want you to understand something, Rich. You are literally under my ass. You get it? I sit on top of you and I fart in your fucking direction every day. You're nothing. You have a stream of people who only watch you to make fun of you. It's the only way you make money is to degrade yourself like a clown. You don't get to make the statements that you're better than me and all this shit anymore. It's over for you. And it's your own fault. You could have had a chance to come back and make up for your mistakes and change and become a better person. you have decided to forego that and to just continue on your path of self-destruction. That is why you have an 8-hour self-destructive stream that everyone laughs and points at you like the clown that you are. You could change for the better. I'm telling you, you could change for the better, but you refuse to. You still have this high horse mentality that you're better. You are literally not better than anyone. You get it? You've been downgraded, downmoded, down to the lowest form of content creation on the internet. This is why your subscribers are leaving in droves. And you're going to be below a 1 million sub YouTuber very soon. They're not actively watching your content. They're unsubbing on purpose. Just think about that. There's a difference between my channel is in disrepair or I have a bunch of inactive subs. I have a bunch of inactive subs. I have like 214,000 subs on YouTube. And no exaggeration, I probably have like 5,000 people who ever watch my content. I know that. You have 1 million subs. And these people are inactive, but they're actually so disgusted with you that they're going back to their accounts and they're unsubscribing. They're taking an active piece of work to unsubscribe from you because they're so disgusted with you. You understand that's way worse? I guess not. He doesn't understand anything. He doesn't. He really doesn't get anything. He just can't stop living in his alternate dimension, right? But the problem is his alternate dimension is closing in on him very quickly because as of this morning, he deleted his Twitter account. It doesn't exist anymore. So his Twitter's gone. Blank. All right? All those years of tweets, all that history of, shit posting on people and doing dumb memes and dumb shit. It's all gone. Right? He already said he's on the route to deleting his YouTube channel, Review Tech USA. Now, personally, I feel like that's a stunt. Just like that, I feel like this is all stunts. He's trying to get attention for himself. Really, I feel that. I could be wrong, but I feel like these are all stunts because no one cares about Rich. So he's got, woe is me. I delete my Twitter. I delete my YouTube, but then it'll probably come back. But I could be wrong. But this is just sad. This is not me taking a victory lap. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't want to see Review Tech fail. I want to see him turn his life around and improve. And he hasn't done anything. This is not the way. The 8-hour breakdown stream is not the way. Eating the Krabby Patty because, I'm better than Phil. I ate the Krabby Patty and he couldn't do it, right? Like, he's just out of his mind. And again, to reiterate, my most embarrassing day was May 1st, 2016. There's no way I could ever be more embarrassed than on that day. And he knows that, and he uses that every day to make himself feel better. But literally every single day he turns on the camera, that's his most embarrassing day. Seriously, that's his biggest embarrassment is when he turns on the camera. Oh my God. All right. I really had enough of this guy, but he keeps crawling back, Like, people say that I'm the cockroach that won't die, but this guy, it's like you did everything to him. You sprayed him, you flushed him, you crushed him. But I keep getting told, Phil, you got to watch this clip. You got to watch this one. God. All right. Let's see here. I received a $2.25 tip. This person says RTU deleted his Twitter account. I know, we just looked at it. I guess this person didn't know that I was going to know that. Yep, his Twitter's gone. He claims his YouTube will be gone soon. It's pathetic and sad. I really don't want him to suffer. I don't want him to have a bad life. But he will not. I mean, and all of this, right? He has zero self-awareness. And again, I know there are people out there who accuse me of not having self-awareness, right? I understand that. But at least these days, I'm a lot more self-aware than I used to be, right? The King thing is a joke. the Krabby Patty thing was not serious, but you know, this is what I mean. These other people believe that it is. They think that I actually think I'm a king and I take the Krabby Patty thing. I raised $2,000 to eat the Krabby Patty. They actually believe that. They're that crazy, right? But this guy is just like, he lives in his delusions every day. He actually thinks he's better than me and others. He thinks he's better than people. He says these things that are insanely hypocritical and apply to himself, but he thinks they don't. Like, you can't call someone fat when you are fat and you have no shirt on your stream. People tell you to take your shirt off because you're fat, and it's public humiliation to do that, and you do it for the money, but then you call someone else fat. Like, no, you can't do that, Rich. All right. I go too long on these topics, don't I? Like, I really do. I really, really do. All right, guys. I think there was one other. Yeah, there's one other topic to discuss quickly, but you know what? Yeah, we're nearing the end of the show. We don't need to cover that today. Maybe I'll talk about that another day. All right. So coming up, just so you guys know, my Halloween marathon is coming up. Okay. So what I'm gonna say is, last chance for people to nominate games for my upcoming Halloween marathon, which will take place on Halloween, which I believe is a Thursday this year, October 31st. All right. Last chance to do so. If you do not nominate a game in the next 24 hours, it's too late. Because what we're going to do tomorrow on this show, all right, we are going to go through the nominations. I have them open right here, and we're going to see some of these games. I'm going to be asking you guys, what are these games? Because a lot of these, I don't know what they are. And obviously, we want to be sure that some of these are eligible. Like, I'll give you an example. Some people have nominated this game Fear and Hunger, but I've spoken with Tolomeo after our interview, and he's like, in retrospect, you should not play Fear and Hunger. The game actually has nudity and really disgusting content in it, and it might actually get you in trouble if you stream the game. A lot of people who stream the game actually get a mod for it so that they don't get in trouble because it is so extreme. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't know that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I wasn't trying to bait you during our interview by suggesting the game. But then in retrospect, I realized that stuff's in it, and I wanted to let you know as a follow-up, you might want to be careful. I was like, well, thank you for that. I appreciated that, because obviously I don't want to get in trouble for playing a game. So even though people nominated this Fear and Hunger, I probably have to eliminate it. All right, I'm not going to be doing mods and shit just to play a game on stream, right? So there you go. So tomorrow on the show, we're going to go through the Halloween suggestions thread. It's been live for about 2 weeks. There's something like between 50 to 60 posts, and some posts have multiple games. And we're going to basically make a big like checklist or list of what games have been nominated. And the thing is, some people will nominate a game and I don't know what it is. I want to be sure that the games that are nominated are good for a marathon. What I mean by that is, it's got to be a game that we can play it, and within, say, a half an hour, we've gotten into the fun meat of the game. I can't play a game that has a 2-hour intro during a marathon. We will literally never get out of the intro and see anything good in the game. There's no point. It's a waste of everybody's time. And sadly, some people will do that. They'll nominate a game that just doesn't get to anything good right away. We got to play games that are going to get to something good right away. So, FYI, tomorrow on the show, we're going to go through the Halloween nominations, and we're going to try to finalize that list and narrow it down to the ones that sound like the best ones. And we're going to do a poll where people will be voting for like 2 weeks to determine the games that I play on Halloween. Okay? That'll be tomorrow. All right. Flair LeClutch just did a $2 super chat and says, will you be checking out A Quiet Place game? Well, here's the thing. It comes out on the 17th today. Originally, I told you guys I would consider it once we finish Dead Rising and once we finish Silent Hill 2. We're going to finish Silent Hill 2 tonight. We're going to finish Dead Rising tomorrow. But they just announced that the Alan Wake Lake House DLC is coming out on the 22nd. And if you look at my schedule, the 22nd is literally the next time that I'll have open time to do something, when I would have maybe played a game like The Quiet Place. But we're going to do the Alan Wake DLC because I own it. I already bought that season pass. I want to see how that Lake House, ties into the plot of Alan Wake 2. And it's horror content as well. So we're going to do that. All right. So as for the Quiet Place game, I don't have plans to play it. Maybe, maybe not, but probably not. Maybe we'll use it for the Halloween marathon if people nominated it. I don't know if they did. All right, we'll have to see. Okay? Cool. All right. So, guys, we got a little bit of extra time. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm petting Jasper. We have a little bit of extra time left. Do any of you guys have any topics you would like to discuss or address today? Tag me in the chat. We have like 10 minutes left to do a little bit of Q&A. If any contributions come in, I will shout them out. We are at 61 likes on YouTube. Guys, let's get that to 100 likes. Please click the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks to those who super chatted. Let's get some super chats in. Let's get some tips in. We have no memberships whatsoever on YouTube today. It would be great to get some of those. And on Kick so far, we had 1 sub. Let's get the Kick subs up, shall we? Let's get some Kick subs coming in here and get the momentum going so that we can fill the King's coffers and continue the streak to 22. And then tomorrow we can do the fun DSP tries it, okay? All right. Two thoughts. I forgot Perry's sub. Oh, Perry gifted a sub? Oh, I didn't even see that. Hold on a second. I apologize. I didn't see Perry's gifted sub. No. It's just Suffa Horse did a sub. That was it. There was 1 sub. It was from Suffa Horse. That's it. So, no, Perry did not gift a sub this morning. From what I can see, anyway. What's up, No Sleep Real Vibes? What's the horror movie progress? Did I watch Martyrs yet? So I watched Martyrs. Okay. Are you guys saying he did gift a sub? It's not in the queue. I just looked. Yeah. I'm sorry if Perry did gift the sub. It didn't show up in the... It's not in the queue at all. I'll check again. I don't know what's going on. I have a queue. It's a monetization queue. And it shows activity. And here, let me hit refresh. Yeah. It shows last night's gifted sub from Darkside Pimp was the last contribution I had on last night's stream. And the only contribution so far this morning was 1 gifted sub from Suffa Horse. That's what it says. So, that sucks. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Again, I'm a newcomer to Kick. I don't know how this really works. I didn't even see it. That's why I didn't shout it out, because I actually didn't even see it. Weird. All right, anyway. In regards to horror movies, all right? So, I watched this movie, Martyrs, okay? And I watched it, and I'll be honest, it was very dark, very gruesome, very nail-bitingly, because of the stuff that was going on with the, like, there's, like, torture scenes and stuff, okay? I thought it was, the plot was unique, and so when the movie ended, I was like, you know, I wasn't in love with this movie, but at least the plot was kind of unique, so I actually, overall, didn't dislike it. I thought it was an all-right watch. Then I came back here the next day, and I told you guys, and you guys are like, you watched the wrong version. Huh? Yeah, there was a version from the late 2000s. That's the better version. You watched the remake from like 2016 or 2018, and that's not as good. You should have watched the original. Well, I didn't even know there were 2, nor did I know that they remade it within a decade. That's kind of silly. These remakes that are so fast within the same decade that something came out. So the version I watched was decent, and I enjoyed it. I guess I watched the wrong version, though. All right, so Perry now has gifted a sub, and that one went to Full of Heal. So thank you very much, Perry, for that. I wonder what's going on that it didn't show up earlier. I'm curious if this one shows up now. Let me check. Oh, this one doesn't show up either. Maybe there's just a big delay. There might, you know what it is? There might just be a big delay between when you gift a sub and when it shows up in the actual revenue queue. Because neither of those gifted subs are in there. And this one I have witnessed. So you guys are saying he did gift one earlier too? Well, I'll count it then. Sorry about that, Perry. Yeah, I'm not calling you a liar. I don't know how Kick works. Thank you, Perry, for the 2 gifted members and that, or the 2 gifted subs, and that means actually you're the top sub gifter for the stream. Thank you, Perry. Sorry about that. All right. Well, guys, I think it's time to end the show for today. Yeah, I've heard about this Terrifier 3. That Terrifier 3 is very, very gory, and a lot of people like the gore. I'm not someone who likes the insane, over-the-top gore, unless it's, like, comedic. Like, if you ever saw the movie Dead Alive, which I forget what it's called, another thing, too. But I've seen that one, and that's just, like, such over-the-top comedic gore that it's not even really scary. It's just kind of, like, gore for the sake of gore. But I've heard Terrifiers, like, they're actually trying to go with, like, oh, look at this insanely brutal, disgusting kill, you know? And I'm not down for that stuff. I don't find that too entertaining. So, but that's just me. So, okay, guys, let's end the show. We got to jump into Dragon Ball. If you're here, please stick around. And Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will continue. We're continuing on with Goku's storyline in the main plot line. I hope that you'll stick around for that. That should be good. If not, we'll be back tomorrow. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to do the Halloween stuff. We're going to finally get set up for the Halloween event. All right? Guys, thank you so very much. I hope that you enjoyed the Level 1 podcast today. I hope to see you tomorrow. And I hope obviously you'll join me for a full day of fun gameplay, either on DSP Gaming on YouTube or on DSP Gaming Real on Kick. And thanks so much for chilling. See you next time.